Hello, welcome back to the Zombie Star. This is part 3 of our playthrough of Spider-Man for the PS4 by Insomniac Games. We are off to investigate a silent alarm that has gone off in an art museum, where I'm sure some fun awaits.
Hi, Mr. Muggins. This is about the rent.
Mr. Parker, this call serves as your third and final warning. Eviction proceedings.
Whoa, them going the wrong way.
Wait, I get paid at the end of the week.
Eviction proceedings will start Friday unless full payment is received by close of business. Good day.
Yeah, good day.
Seems Peter's having a problem with the bills. The game's a real good job of really bringing the story of Peter Parker always struggling to manage both lives. You know, be a hero and just be a regular guy. That's always been just one of the most relatable qualities of Peter Parker, is just how normal he actually is. Despite the fact that he's a superhero. Hitting that kind of power jump feels really good.
Available unit, narcotics sales reported. Location is Firehouse on the west side.
Let's see if I can land it.
Curiously quietly. Better find a back way in.
That was nice.
I am losing patience. Where is the file?
This is the
someone else here.
real first time that we see the stealth sequence in this game. It's a nice little change of pace, really changes up the gameplay. I'm not a huge fan of stealth, and if it's optional, I shoot everybody. But in this game, it seems it's
The silent alarm was legit.
better way to go.
Masked gunman and a single hostage. Looks like a heist in progress.
Copy that. Sending units your way. Keep the situation from getting worse in the meantime.
Can do.
Yeah, sure.
Gotta do this quietly. Don't want to alert the others.
It's just a guy with a bag on his head. No problem. Although when it works out and you kind of like take down
So cozy whipped up like that.
a room full of guys using stealth, it is pretty rewarding.
Should web him from above. Whoa, careful.
Stealth takedowns. Whoops. I think I hit that button a little bit too early. Okay. I'm okay. Nothing happened. Get up here.
Where's Pin?
Someone else is here. I swear. She must have the file.
If they're
Whoa.
here, where are they?
I don't know. I just don't know.
Move it, Pete. Bad guys are getting ready to be bad.
眼睛睁大点，有开了。
Got you.
等等，我听到有声音。
Sleep it off. Hey, what is that? This totally belongs to...
Don't move.
Buddy, if I had a nickel for every don't move...
Hey, Pete.
And this universe's MJ, a
What are you doing here?
common, very important character.
Working.
Peter Parker has
At
been
least
been a part
Oh,
of
I think this is yours.
his story, regardless of
So Robbie
which
got you
version
covering a
MJ has
break-in
always
for the
been
people?
around.
Well, Robbie doesn't technically know I'm here. And it wasn't a break-in until a few minutes ago.
Uh-huh.
Let me explain.
These stealth sequences can be very troublesome because you just don't have the same abilities as Spider-Man, obviously. They can just
Excuse me.
be a lot more difficult.
Hi, Mary Jane Watson. I'm covering the Fisk estate sale.
Hello. Craig said we'd do this tomorrow.
I like to get a jump on things.
Well, I don't. You'll have to come back tomorrow.
Right. Okay. I'm sorry. Hey, Craig? No, sorry, it looks like we're gonna have to run something else on the cover. I don't know, maybe the expressionist piece?
You know what? I think I can make today work.
Are you sure?
You're here. No moment like the present.
Thank you. Craig? Never mind. We're good.
Let's get started. Look around and familiarize yourself.
Here MJ plays
I'll be
kind
waiting
of
by the
the
Baku statue when you
very
get
ambitious,
Will do.
takes no for an answer kind of journalist, and as we're gonna see, it's gonna get her into some sticky situations.
Fisk cut Peter open like a pork sausage with this the first time they fought. Pete got away, collapsed in my yard half dead, and I had to steal my dad's car to drive him to the ER. The first of many Nurse MJ moments. Too many.
Little sequences are cool. They kind of set up a lot of background and lore in this universe, and really detail, and they took their time to build a really fleshed out story.
Symkaria. Weren't they just in the news?
Knew it was a run function. See if I can move this
Sometimes
along.
I feel like the whole history of the world is just boys playing dress up, getting into fights.
Let me know when you're ready to begin.
Sounds good.
Let's do this.
Starting with the prize, a one-of-a-kind Kakemon Baku.
Beautiful. It's a Mifune?
Correct. Mr. Fisk has exceptional taste.
Did you know him well before his arrest?
In a professional context. I handled many of his sales. Let's move on, please.
Let's run on this tour.
Now this exquisite piece exemplifies the traditional Tarashikomi puddled ink effect.
The two Neo are so imposing. I can see why Fisk liked this piece. Definitely his style.
He loved the duality. Destruction screams, but creation toils in silence.
Was there ever anything irregular in any of the sales you handled for him?
No. No, of course not. Not that I was aware of.
Hurry up along now.
Notice the intricate gold inlay on this ceremonial tea set.
It's just... a friend in the DA's office mentioned that Fisk used art sales to launder stolen goods.
I'm sure I wouldn't know anything about that.
Oh, I know. I was just wondering, now that he's arrested, if you had ever noticed anything strange.
You know what? I'm actually running short of time. Why don't we grab the cover photo while we can?
When I told my DA friend I was doing a piece on you, he mentioned your name was familiar.
Just the photo, please. Stand right there.
Are you sure there's nothing you'd like to say, maybe off the record, regarding Fisk's activities?
I don't think your readers would have any interest in...
Close up.
Wait here, please.
Wait, I recognize that statue. Gotta get a foot on it.
Craig, I'll call you back. My dear, I think it's time for you to go.
Oh, could I use the restroom real quick?
Fine. Follow me.
Thank
The
you.
old gotta use the restroom
This is
trick.
a really lovely space.
Works
And this
every
will be the last
time.
you see it. The ladies is around the corner. Be quick.
Alright.
Of course. Be right back.
Hello, Craig. Funny you should call. Because the reporter you sent is clearly not working the puff piece we agreed upon. No, she's here now.
I've got to get into that back room. If that statue is what I think it is, this just turned into a huge story.
What do you mean he had to reschedule?
See, these are not
If she's not your
that
reporter,
tough. Watch me mess it up though, but
who is in my
later on in the game when you play as Miles, for instance, I remember I had to do that a few times. It was pretty tough when he was trying to get past kind of like those advanced guards.
Well, the first thing I'm going to do is have
She
this
almost saw me.
investigative journalist arrested. And the second thing I'm going to do is collect your head, Craig.
Dang, she's pissed.
It is most definitely
Come on,
a
come on,
threat.
come on.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, I almost went for it.
Sure, Craig. Right.
Alright. That wasn't so bad.
Pete told me about this. Fisk used it to hide evidence. Why didn't the cops take it? I know this statue opens. But how?
These little segments turn into like
There's a
little
nail behind
puzzle
it.
games too. They're not too hard. They're pretty cool. See here, that statue has his left arm. Right, so his right arm is up and his left arm is down.
Statue can move. Most common pose is latent power. Mouth closed, left arm down, right palm facing forward.
Got it.
He's holding something.
I remember this one not being too difficult. Some of them can get kind of tricky. Okay.
Maybe these pieces move. Nice. So close. But a piece
And
is
he needs to
missing.
hold one of
I've
these
seen
things.
before.
It's a smaller one.
That's it. Norman Osborn. What is this? Devil's Breath.
Norman Osborn, obviously another
What is Devil's Breath?
prominent character in the life of Peter Parker, and has been depicted in several different ways in the movies. I think my favorite Norman Osborn has got to be
Excuse me,
in
sir.
the classic
You can't be...
90s cartoon.
Where's the statue?
Love the look of these devils or demons, whatever they're called. It's like a cross of a Reservoir Dog and a Yakuza or something.
I was on my way to the exit when I saw you.
You're lucky to be alive.
Says the guy I saved 5 minutes ago. Listen, whoever these masked guys are, they're after this file. But I'll never get it out of here while the place is swarming with them.
Right. Okay, you hide back there. I take out the bad guys. You make a break when it's clear.
Sounds like a plan. Good to see you, Pete.
Yeah, you too. Not exactly how I pictured us meeting again, though.
Funny.
So again, in this universe,
It's exactly how I pictured it.
apparently they already have a past. And one of the most interesting things about this version is MJ, of course, knows
Change your perfume? Focus, Pete, focus.
his identity, that he is Spider-Man and has been operating as Spider-Man for some time.
Should clear these guys out before I push forward. Literally didn't see that coming.
Okay, Pete. I'm hidden near the front. Give the word and I'll make a break for it.
Will do. How about that file? What's in it that these guys want so bad?
Notes on something called Devil's Breath. Fisk was hired to build a secret research lab for it. Not clear what Devil's Breath is, but
Another one in here, isn't there?
He compares it to Pandora's box.
Okay.
Not much shook Fisk. We need to get you in.
We gotta draw
that
those
file
two
here.
guys out
Hang tight.
in here. Take them out one at a time.
There we go.
And this other guy.
Gotta stay silent. Okay, room is clear.
Okay. I think it was circle to jump down.
Keep it tight, Pete. Easy does it.
I really prefer a perch takedown than the strike, cause then it leaves me on the ground. I'd rather stay up here and try to just set up,
That's all of them.
you know, a string of takedowns.
Let me go!
MJ,
Like Obi-Wan, I like to have the high ground. Back of the head. Illegal. Bagman. These enemy types are a little bit tougher. They come super powered with apparently this Devil's Breath, which can make them a little bit more challenging.
Whoa, what is up with that glowy stuff on your hands? Are you guys ghosts? Never fought a ghost before. I mean, I've fought specters,
What
but
gadget
you know,
do I have
technically
on?
Specters aren't ghosts.
I'm gonna use Impact
all
Web.
ghosts are specters, but not all specters are ghosts. You know what I mean?
Whoops! Why did that not work?
Seems like this is an energy thing, not a ghost thing. All good. Fight a ghost stays on the old bucket list. Huh?
These enemy types can be a little bit tougher since they can block some attacks and even stun Peter. So I'm just gonna wait for... Oh, that did not work. Let's see. Let me use my focus here. Probably should have used my health. Whoops. that was a nice counter.
Daily cardio? Check.
Forgetting which button was to acquire health. I think it was down on the D-pad.
Huh. Looks antique. I think I know someone who could help track down where this came from. A job for later.
I just talked to Craig. You are not the reporter he was sending. You don't even work for Heritage Arts.
Never said I did. Hi, Mary Jane Watson, Daily Bugle.
You will not write a word of what you saw
For the
here.
record, what do you know about the file those masked men stole?
That... I don't...
What about the long history of stolen goods Fisk has laundered at this auction house?
Your editor will be hearing from our attorney.
Mix. Like the last 6 months never happened?
In the MCU, I'm still wondering if is Zendaya. Zendaya, I'm saying that correctly. Zendaya is our MJ, but that's not MJ Watson though. I wonder. That's not Mary Jane Watson.
Mix become Italian.
No idea.
I wonder if we're going to get
Totally.
an actual MJ or a Gwen Stacy in Tom Holland's version of Peter Parker.
Got an all-caps text from Robbie about my so-called antics tonight, so it looks like I'll be meeting with a legal team. Again.
As soon as he reads the article you're gonna write, guaranteed promotion.
So, creepy mask guys. What's your take?
Just another night in the city. What's your take?
I feel like there's a bigger story there. Let's not make this all about business. How's it going with you? Did you get that promotion?
No, but we're on the cusp of something really big.
You know Oscorp would hire you in a heartbeat, right? One phone call to Harry.
Sure, but Dr. Octavius is working.
Don't know who the voice actors are for these characters, but I think they did an amazing job.
Almost sounds like it's more important than your other
Just
job.
an all-around great game.
I've never heard you talk like that before.
A lot can change in 6 months.
Why did you ask me here, Pete?
No, just dinner between friends.
Friends. Is that what we are?
Well, maybe we could be, if that's what you wanted.
There's a lot of baggage here.
Yeah,
Like how Peter's still just that kind of
so bad? I mean,
insecure and unsure and
too,
kind of always vulnerable, always in the eyes of MJ.
Keys, raspberry lip balm.
Do you remember why we broke up?
This is a trick question, isn't it?
Saved by the siren.
Talk to you later.
Go.
Fortunately, the job for Spider-Man is never done.
Love seeing you two together again. You always were my favorites.
That does kind of move me. Seeing Stan Lee in this game is just great tribute to what he created. He's always a joy to see in the MCU films. It's a shame that we won't be getting that anymore.
Hey,
Whoops.
me. What's with the units heading down 3rd?
Looks like our old friend Herman Schultz is at it again.
Shocker. Didn't he just get paroled?
Yeah, well, I guess it didn't take.
No worries. Herman's just a big cupcake. I'll have him back in Rikers by bedtime. Just had dinner with my ex after saving her from masked criminals. And now I'm gonna go beat up a maniac who uses shockwaves to rob people. What a perfectly normal life you have, Peter Parker.
The Shocker is another kind of staple for was really awesome in this game. It looked really cool. I really liked the new take on him. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to allocate some points. Did I get new suits? What did I get? Oh, the MK. I think we're still going to stick with Baghead for a little while longer. Okay, I have 2 points available. Extended perch takedown. That could be useful, but you know, I don't do a lot of attacks from swinging, so I am more offensive, so I am gonna want to have the kind of a slowdown for my dodge window. And this looks like a lot of fun, because I do love throwing things at everybody, so this will help me clear out whenever I'm getting mobbed. Okay, I think I'm gonna pick some. No, do I have? Oh no, I don't, because I don't have crime tokens. Okay, I got one. Cool. That's gonna help a lot. Okay. Let's go get Shocker.
Peter, I just want to make sure you haven't left any equipment you built for your friend around the lab. It's no bother to me, but if the grant committee stops by again...
Don't worry, Doc. I make a point not to leave anything there. But I know my friend appreciates you looking out for him. There's a lot of people who don't like him very much.
That buffoon Jameson and his audience of sheep? Please. The people who do great things in this world are those who don't let bullies like him stand in their way. People like us.
You said a mouthful, Doc. Take care.
Whoops.
1034. Reported assault in progress.
Favorite villain?
Officers in Murray Hill. Stand by for further instructions.
I mean, honestly, I'm really just gonna have to go with the easiest. I mean, who does not like Carnage? But, Shocker, even in the MCU, is pretty cool. I'm glad to see that there is some room for him and Vulture to make a return. I'm just really hoping they do get it together and give us a Sinister Six. It looks like they have enough characters to do it already. Here we are.
Hi, Herman.
It kind of stayed true to kind of the aesthetic of him being kind of that yellow and whoa. I believe he was mostly yellow and you know, kind of wore those gauntlets on his arms. Come on, stay with him.
Actually, I don't. Just trying to make polite conversation.
I'm done talking.
But this could be so much more rewarding if we connected on an emotional level. Wait, I forgot. You don't have emotions. Come on, Herman. At least talk to me so we can make it interesting.
Oh no.
Herman? What? The only answer is Shocker now? Gotcha. Now let's talk.
Oh, what a jerk.
Noted. Honestly, Herman, why are you robbing again? You know the police are watching your every move. I mean, we all know you're kind of dumb, but I didn't think you were this dumb. You must be desperate, which means you're not just stealing for yourself. You must be working with someone, or for someone. You can tell me who it is now, or make me punch it out of you later. Your choice.
Not enough.
Move, move, move!
Whoa. Oh, come on. I dodged that. No way, I dodged it. It's circle, right? I can't believe this.
I'm falling behind.
Come on, gotta get closer to him. Gotta pay attention when my spidey sense goes off. See, I did that one. Come on, come on, come on. Wow. Can't believe I can't dodge his attacks. Yeah, I got that one.
Gotta move.
I got that one. Come on, come on. Got him. Come on, stay down this time. Not good.
You know what, Herman? You have like zero personality, but your suit is awesome. Can we talk design details? Maybe later.
That was a little tough.
Good work, Spider-Man. Did you learn anything about his motive?
I tried, but he's not very talkative. Plus, I think he hates me.
You have that effect on a lot of people.
But you love me, right, Yuri?
I tolerate you.
Wow. That might be the nicest thing you've ever said to me. Looks like I got some free time. Maybe now's a good time to look into that mask. Oh, it's MJ. Hey, MJ. You're up late?
Just catching up on the news. Looks like you had quite an adventure with Shocker tonight.
Yeah, he was unusually combative. Anyway, thanks again for dinner. What do I owe you?
I want to allocate this point before I forget I have it, because I do
Have that mask from the gallery?
Yeah.
And we got another suit.
I'm actually on my way to the Feast Center now to ask Martin Lee about it.
Not too crazy about it.
Why?
He has a degree in art history. If anyone knows about the origins of that mask, he will.
Just keep me in the loop. Like I said, I think there's a bigger story here, and I plan to be the one to break it.
Sure. So I can call you, like, whenever?
Alright, but I'm gonna want to start opening up
Whenever, whatever.
the web slinger tree, so I'm gonna have to take it. Okay. Alright, let's head out to the next one.
So I guess we're talking again. Cool.
Later on, the encounter with Herman or Shocker. It's a really intense fight scene. Or sequence, if you will.
And now for listener email. May from Queens writes, "You're so full of anger and I wish you'd get help managing it. It's terrible for your health." Now I know this speaks from a place of concern, but this is a common misconception that I have to correct. I'm not full of anger. I'm full of love. I call out injustice, corruption, and crimes against humanity.
Almost morning. Mr. Lee will be here soon. I could use a snack.
Again, he's just so relatable, just so normal. I think that's what makes Peter, I think, in my opinion,
Mr. Lee's usually in his office now.
just one of the best superheroes out there. Okay, I think we want to go to Mr. Lee's office. Currently reading the Spider-Man that J.J. Abrams and his son is writing. Issue 3 just came out not too long ago. I haven't read it yet, but really good. I'm liking it a lot.
Peter, what can I do for you?
I'm sorry to bother you, Mr. Lee. I have a friend, Mary Jane. She's a reporter. She's doing a story on art imports, and she found this piece. She wanted an expert opinion on it, and I know you have a degree.
And this might be the first time I actually get to use it. And see what you have. Interesting. Where'd she find it?
I'm really not sure. What is it?
A replica of an antique Chinese opera mask. I haven't seen one in years. This symbol here roughly translates to demon.
Demon?
Well, my father read me ghost stories with that mask and symbol in it when I was young. Scared the hell out of me. Peter, listen. That mask, it could be connected to dangerous people.
I think the motion capturing they
might
did.
want to find a different story.
Do you think she's in trouble?
Especially for Peter and Mr. Lee and MJ is really good. I remember the first time I saw something like that was with Nathan Drake and Uncharted. It was the first time I saw like really good facial animations.
Hey.
The symbol inside the mask means demon. It really spooked Mr. Lee. Never seen him like that. He even said you should drop
When that first came out, think to yourself, man, it just can't get any more cinematic than this. And
No, I think he just had a weird flashback or something.
look where we are now.
I know his childhood was pretty traumatic.
I never used to feel safe at the other shelter.
Okay, just want me to walk and talk, or
Okay,
am I
gotta get
going
right
somewhere?
See you soon.
Well, that went about as well as I could have hoped.
Like these little things that they just pop up, little
Partnership
distractions
with
in the game.
restaurants and grocery stores works great. Any surplus food comes right here.
It just kind of helps you get immersed, really into Peter's life. His interactions with people, but I'm gonna want to move on.
How's all the science stuff?
Fantastic Four is something that we're still waiting for in the MCU. Something is apparently Marvel and Disney are going to do. Fantastic Four, I feel, has just struggled a lot to really capture
Got some
an
time to
audience
kill
and
before Doc needs me at the lab. Let's do a
get to
little
really
Spidey
find
workout in the city.
following, because so far these films that have been released just have not been successful at all. But we're gonna go ahead and cut it right here for this part, and we will have part 4 up pretty soon. Thank you guys for watching, and see you next time.
Backup requested for a pursuit in progress. Incident is